It's not open right now unless we go to Hawaii and jump. Hello, good morning. I want everyone to enjoy this brief moment of quiet before the kids return from school. It's the weekend, baby, let's go! It is the weekend, it is underway. And I know that seems strange. Mom decided to bring home half the school. So half of the kids' school is here. No, actually that is just the Ravelli kids. They are here hanging out today. And what I think is kind of fun, kind of amazing is the first thing they did is they all said, let's wash our hands and go play the piano. I love that they are so trained to wash their hands. But it's white, it's new, we want to keep that crisp.
A lot of people say they are definitely my kids.
It was the first thing they did is they washed their hands and they excitedly ran. You can kind of hear it playing in the background there. They ran to go play the piano as if it was like the brand new Xbox or something. They cannot wait to go play the piano. But speaking of piano, we got to weigh in really quick. Mom, we're going to do this interview style. She had her very first formal piano lesson today. Tell us all about it, Mom. How was your first piano lesson?
Well, to start things off, it went so well that we went way over our time. We got playing and I was like, oh my gosh, it's 10:45. I'm supposed to be in carpool. I was almost late to get the kids. I had so much fun.
You had
just
so much
playing.
fun because it's so immersive. It's almost like virtual reality.
Not at all. But
Oh.
we ended up going through the basics. She was telling me a lot of things and I'm like, okay, I do know this, I do know this. Oh, okay, that helps. She taught me to play a song that I kind of had learned last night from Stephanie, but she's teaching me a little bit more simple. And I started crying.
Mindy cried again.
I know, guys.
2 days in a row.
Problem.
But you know what? It's just the piano. It brings it out in you. It's an emotional thing for you. And that's how I think you found something special.
I know.
First lesson, formal lesson in the books. Mom is playing the piano.
Homework.
Let me ask you this. At any point in that lesson, did anyone mention tickling the ivories?
No.
No, so
that's not something people say, except for you.
Whatever. Mom's first piano lesson. The piano is a beautiful thing to walk down the stairs and see. We are so grateful for the reception that you guys had on the delivery of that yesterday's video. You guys are all amazing. Everyone was so excited to see that come. Be a part of the home, and it's a part of your guys' home as well because you're going to be hearing that more, seeing it more as we introduce more music into the Bingham house. That being said, you guys, we have a lot of things on tap today, a lot of things going on as you just saw. Half the school came home with Mom, so the Ravelli kids are here hanging out, which is nice because they kind of all line up so everybody has a friend, so everybody's just hanging out. We're going to feed these kids, get something in their belly. Today, I'm going to be doing something very, very fun. Going on the daddy-daughter date. You guys know we're doing the one-on-one individual dates with the kids, spending that one-on-one time with them. So Mom went first with Rye Guy. I'm going with Maddie. Movie, dinner, a combo date. So I gotta get ready for that. She's gonna be wrapping up with school, doing a little bit of homework, and then coming out here. We're gonna be on our way. Mom's gonna be here fending for herself with all the kids, so that should be fun.
They're all just gonna play. Probably just leave me alone because I am not cool.
Dad, I want a snack. Can you give me some goldfish?
Yeah, sure, I'll get you some here, buddy. They're right here, right in front of you. Tilt your head back. There you go. More? Or that good? Got a couple more in my hand if you want some more.
I'm good.
Good, okay.
Hi.
Yeah. Savannah, how's your time in VR going?
Good.
I have to admit, I was surprised that the kids ran for the piano instead of the VR. And I can tell you the only reason that they are now in VR is because Mom has kicked them off the piano. She's practicing up there. Kids are jumping into virtual reality. Walking the plank there, Micah?
You got this, Micah.
I don't got this.
Kids are all having a blast, playing on Oculus, playing hide and seek, doing dance battles, princess parties, all kinds of stuff. Mom and I are gonna get a few things done, and then in about an hour, Maddie should be showing up. We're gonna head off on our daddy-daughter one-on-one time day date to go see a movie, grab a bite to eat, and of course, have some snacks.
1 hour later!
Oh, Maddie's here! It's one-on-one daddy-daughter time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's fresh off of school, studying, guys. The vibe, the energy, not that high, but it will be in a moment when we're stuffing our faces with cotton candy. We're going to a movie.
Yes.
All the good stuff. I'm thinking we gotta get some movie theater popcorn. If you're down, if you want some.
A classic.
Classic. It's a staple at the movie theaters, really. And then they don't really have much else to offer right now. Go to the movie, grab a bite to eat, get some dessert, grab some snacks, whatever the heck we want to do, and then we come back here.
That sounds
Does that
great.
sound good?
Yeah.
Good to you? Okay, so we're gonna take off on that, you guys. I'm gonna leave you guys here with Mom for the most part so we can enjoy our one-on-one daddy-daughter time. And then I thought maybe, if you recall, a while back, Maddie and I did go on a little one-on-one breakfast because we were supposed to be doing something else. We never told anybody what that was.
I was just thinking about that, actually.
Were you really? So I thought it would be kind of interesting or fun, or maybe we kind of owe it to everybody to explain what that was when we get back. So maybe when we get back,
It's not gonna happen for a while.
it's gonna be a really long time before that ever happens.
But
Yeah.
it will happen.
It is most definitely happening. And we gotta explain to you like why it didn't happen. Anyway, stick around later in the vlog. We will get to that. But for now, Daddy did our date. Let's go.
Brandon is off with Maddie. They are having their weekly date. This is something that we are really gonna try hard to stick with because I think it's gonna be really awesome for the kids and for us as parents. While he was gone, I jokingly said to him, I was like, well, enjoy your time. I'll just be here scrubbing floors, doing housework while you're having fun. I love to do that kind of stuff. I've actually been doing nothing in my bedroom for a really long time. Crew and Claire having fun playing the Oculus. Woo! I feel like the word Oculus, when you're talking about more than one Oculus, it should be oculi. It's not. It's fine. I've been walking around. I'm like, the floors are actually, they have goldfish on them. There's been crunched up crumbs. And I know these shelves right here are very dusty. I was like, I really should be productive. Now that I've joked about it, I probably really should do it. I'm gonna go practice my 2 songs that I'm supposed to one more time. And then I'm gonna clean for a little bit. I'm not doing it to make Brandon feel guilty, but I'm like, man, it really needs to be done. I was just thinking, it's so lame that I'm cleaning on Friday night. That's how much we've like trained our brains that Thursdays are Fridays. It's very confusing. I've done the floors. Kids are downstairs hanging out and it's quiet. It's nice actually to just get this stuff done. I'm gonna do a little bit more dusting and cleaning, get something ready for the kids for dinner because apparently you're supposed to feed them. I'm glad that Brandon's getting time out with Maddie. So important that we do that. I can't wait for them to come back and tell us all about it.
Just got out of the movie. We saw Love and Monsters. I don't know if we ever talked about that or said that.
Oh yeah.
It was super weird but entertaining. What would you say?
It was kind of good. I liked it.
It was actually like a fun, the main actor, what's his name?
Dylan O'Brien.
Okay, he was hilarious, funny throughout, and
Yeah.
really like just kind of kept the comedy moving because you have to be pretty funny when you're fighting giant centipedes and stuff. Like it's gotta be comical or it's just weird. But wrap that up. Great time at the movies, but now we're gonna go eat. We decided on taqueria 27.
Taqueria.
27. That's how you say. Anyways,
Wow.
yeah, thank you. Some street tacos for dinner, so off we go. Just got back from our daddy-daughter date. I would say pretty spectacular, but I don't want to speak for both of us. What did you
I
think?
had a great time.
It was a ton of fun. Started off with the movie, Monsters and Love and Monsters, one of the two. Anyways,
We were very entertained.
entertained. It's great to be at the movies. There were the
Yeah.
luxury recliners, had the entire place to ourselves. It's super nice.
Kind of like our thing.
Yeah, kind of our thing to watch a movie. Now we're back down in the Bingham family cinema right now where we typically would watch our scary movies with some cotton candy. We kind of took care of a lot of that tonight already. We then went to Taqueria 27. Just a quick recap for you guys. You saw the video. We went and had some tacos.
It was delicious.
Very good. Very good. I've only been there, I think, one other time, maybe twice. And it was fantastic. One of the best times, probably the best time in the company. Unforgettable. And then, because there was always room for some ice cream, went and grabbed some
Always.
Handel's ice cream after. It's one of Mom's favorites currently, so we grabbed her a pint to go.
And it was also delicious.
And it was so good, you guys. It was cotton candy flavor. We got I think we got similar. Graham Central Station and cotton candy. You got Graham
two
Central.
best ones.
Cotton candy. Those are
Yeah.
the two best ones by far. You also threw in a banana one.
Banana cream pie. I got peppermint one.
Oh, the White
which
Christmas.
was actually really good.
Yeah, it was expired because that was last year.
Okay.
Anyways, guys, we promised you we would tell you what went down because I just was.
time.
It's funny we were both thinking about it because like we were just having that thought. I was like, we told everybody like it's for sure happening. No way we won't explain to you what went down.
Well,
And then it just kind of slipped away.
Yeah, well, on my way over here, I drove by the restaurant that we went after we found out it was canceled. 'Cause
Oh,
we're like, I guess we
yes.
should just go
Go to
do
breakfast.
something.
What a letdown that
Yeah.
was. In as few details as possible because I'm terrible at that. I'm going to give way too much information. But I want to walk through the events of what happened. We had a plan. It was an 18th birthday spectacular of insane proportions. And I feel like we even sold it as like, you will not want to miss the single greatest moment in the year 2020 is going down. Don't miss that vlog. And we went to breakfast and I was like, wah, wah, wah.
We didn't exaggerate.
We did not
originally.
exaggerate, you guys. We had the most insane plan. So we have a buddy of mine, his name is Marshall Miller, and he is a world-renowned professional wingsuit racing skydiving phenomenon who took me skydiving for my first time. And what we had arranged for him to take Maddie for her first time skydiving. Maddie was going to jump out of an airplane that morning, you guys. When you saw us eating freaking pancakes, we were supposed to be jumping out of airplanes.
Yeah,
But
kind of a letdown.
it was such a letdown in so many ways. But even more than that, like he had arranged, my buddy Marshall had arranged to have like 5, 6, 7 other skydivers there. And they were going to give her the most incredible first experience of her life. He had one guy specifically there just to get video. Was going to have cameras all over his entire body. Head, hand mounted, holding 360 cameras, everything. Then the rest of them were going to jump out before Maddie, form a circle. If you've seen that in skydiving where they go out, they form circles by holding hands. And Maddie was going to jump down through the circle for her first skydive. Guys, The stuff we had planned would have blown your mind. We had 360 cameras, GoPro cameras, regular cameras, everything. And here's what happened. Woke up that morning. We're fully dressed for it.
It hurts.
Maddie got up early. We haven't even relived it since then because it's been such a painful memory. We got up that morning early. I got the entire camera bag packed, edited the vlog the night before. We were 100% ready to go. Marshall texted me and said it's going to be a morning of decision because it looks like some wind is coming in. It had been beautiful. If you guys recall, it was like even that morning we were so frustrated because it was just sunny and gorgeous. It's going to sound really dumb saying considering it's the most beautiful day I've ever seen in my life. The event itself, our moment of glory, was called off due to weather conditions. But even the slightest wind, like if it goes over a very specific number, and I don't remember what it was, they've got to call it. They can't. Storm was rolling in that night, going from hot to our very first like cold front of the year that night. It was like, it'll probably be like morning up. So we woke up, I'm like, it's sunny skies, Maddie. It's beautiful. It is the best possible situation for jumping out of an airplane. Get dressed, get ready, come over. So, oh no, you slept over. Did you sleep over?
I think I slept over.
I think you
that
slept
night.
over. It's all kind of hazy because we're trying to forget. Anyway, so got the entire bag packed, every camera, multiple batteries. We were going to get this from every angle, you guys. It was going to be the most stunning, epic video you've ever seen. And then I was going to upload the entire thing in 360 later as a separate video to relive in 360. And I didn't even have the Oculus then. Imagine reliving that with like the VR headset.
VR.
It'd be like you jumped again.
Sick.
We woke up, he texted me and he said, hey, it's not looking good. I was like, what do you mean it's not looking good? It looks amazing. He's like, stand by, be ready. If I give you the go, get in the car and go. But if not, we'll reschedule another time. Ultimately, as you guys know, he texted me and said the winds are just above the level that they're comfortable with. He actually said they were way above, so maybe out there where you jump, it was worse. They just said they're shutting down the drop zone, so they're not gonna do any skydiving. So we were deflated, and I mean like as deflated as you can possibly be.
Yeah, we were pretty upset.
Not only that, like to add to all of that, at that breakfast, played it off like it was all cool in the vlog. Maybe one of the worst breakfast experiences ever. Like the food was fine. The sweet lady, it was like her second day, she admitted, her first week. I don't know what it was. I don't know how long we want to get in on this because we've already had the downer morning, right? We're already kind of bummed that we're not skydiving, we're just out at breakfast. But then she full on forgot to put our order in.
She did.
Right? So we're sitting there for I don't even know how long. We're watching all these people's orders come out. People leave who hadn't even been sat before we sat, and I just couldn't even find her.
Yeah.
And she finally comes back, looks super nervous, and
Like
she's just
she's
like
about to cry.
Yeah, she did look like she was about to cry. And she said, I'm so sorry. Somehow I forgot to put your order in. I just put it in now. And we've been there for no joke, like hours, guys. Like 2 hours. She had just put the order in. Then like this car alarm got set off while we were sitting there trying to just enjoy the moment. And nobody turned it off for like 15 straight minutes. Like it was already, we didn't want to be at breakfast. We wanted to be jumping out of an airplane. And then as breakfasts go, probably one of the worst you could possibly have.
Yeah.
We felt so bad for the lady though. Like we made it
wasn't
super
anyone's
chill.
fault.
No,
but
she was
it
new
just
and I know what that's
happened.
like. She was overwhelmed because it was very, very busy that morning. It was her first time serving tables on her own.
Yeah, we already waited like an hour just to get in.
Just to get in. And then we sat, oh my gosh. Just add that to the letdowns of the morning, let alone the fact that we were supposed to be out and it was going to be like an epic skydive. Out of our control, Marshall did everything in his power to make it happen. He had arranged to have like, I think it was like in total 10 people, 8 to 10 people, all had their morning set aside. They were all bag chutes packed, ready to jump.
Yeah.
All for Maddie. I mean, that's how big of a deal it was. Called off. So obviously everyone involved bumped and it's Mother Nature. You can't do anything about it. There's nothing that we could have done. They just had to close the drop zone because they can't do it when there's certain winds. There's certain elements that have to be in place to do this.
Well,
I know.
sure.
I mean, you know, it looks like it's just reckless and crazy, but there's a lot of like safety and precaution that goes into every single jump. Then he said, we're gonna get in. It's gonna happen before the end of the season, which is actually pretty early. Like it ends in November, guys. Like early
Yeah,
November.
because then it starts getting freezing.
It starts to get freezing and snowy and windy all the time. I believe, wasn't there one other time that he was like, hey, can you go now? Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Or it was a Saturday
well,
and you had plans and we
I
were like,
remember one morning I was sleeping and I hear my phone buzzing and it's you.
Yeah.
So I like go out of my room because I don't want to wake up my roommate and go into the bathroom and I'm like sitting in the bathroom.
I didn't even know you did that.
And you're like, you ready to go skydiving
I'm like,
right now?
Are you ready
I
to jump
was
out of a plane
I mean,
now?
I have like plans today, but like this is the only time we can go.
And I remember
I'll
thinking,
cancel them.
I remember thinking like maybe this is better because the previous one we had all of this hype and build up to it. And I was like, maybe it's better to just be like, hey, you're jumping out of a plane in an hour.
Yeah, just
you're ready.
go for
And
it.
so we had no teasing in the vlog. There was no build up, but I was like, knew it. It's gonna happen. Let's go. So Marshall's like, if you can go, I'm gonna check with him right now and we're gonna go in an hour. Let's go. I don't even remember the details, so I don't want to say it wrong. But he said, it's a go. Let's go. I called Maddie. She said, okay, let's go. He checked with them and they just could not get the number of seats available. Were they still jumping that day?
I don't know if you told me exactly. Like, didn't
For
work
whatever reason,
out.
it didn't work out. It was another one of those like super high energy, high alert, like adrenaline's up here.
Yeah, I was like
Only to be
slowly
like-
getting ready, but
Yeah.
like waiting for your text. That was like for sure, let's do it.
And I think we'd been burned pretty hard the first time. It's just funny. Like I had the full outfit, exactly what I wanted to wear, like this black Nike,
Yeah.
quarter zip. You had your clothes on. We almost looked like we matched. I was just ready from head to toe, had all the camera gear packed. Just didn't happen again. And then the drop zone closed, guys. It's winter. It's not open right now unless we go to Hawaii and jump. we're not going to be able to go do that. But it's just not happening this year.
Foreshadowing. We wish it was.
No, that is not a tease for a future vlog. Oh my gosh, I wish it was. That was what had happened. That's what we thought we were doing the morning we went out to breakfast. Now you can go back and watch that with the knowledge that we were supposed to be jumping out of an airplane. We felt like we never brought everybody up to speed on that. We never explained what happened, why, what we had overhyped and oversold. A ton of people guessed it on Instagram. A ton of people guessed that on Instagram. And I was like, oh my gosh, like they totally know. This is awesome. They're gonna be so stoked when they see it actually happening, and then it didn't. Addie's commitment, my commitment if she's up for it, and Marshall's commitment is it is still going to happen.
Yep.
And I mean,
as
like,
the season starts back up.
As soon as it's available, I'm talking like to the nth degree, we're gonna do the full thing, fully documented, fully captured. And I'm hoping we get that full squad again. And what a cool community. Marshall calls us some buddies like, hey, it's my buddy's daughter's first time jumping out of an airplane. He wants to make it special. Are you in? And like, I can't even believe so many people were like, oh, we're in. We want in. We want to be a part of this. Very cool that they tried to make that moment happen. They went out of their way to set aside their morning to be there for Maddie and for her first jump. And it was just unfortunate that it didn't work out. Our commitment, I promise to you guys, is that it is coming. So make sure you subscribe, turn on the bell, don't miss a single video, turn on those alerts, because what if all of a sudden Maddie's jumping out of an airplane and you miss it? You don't want to miss it.
Don't want to miss that.
Yeah, that's our story. There it is. Actually, it's really hard to relive it because it was that close.
Yeah.
But that's the end of our daddy-daughter date night, guys. We hope you'd enjoyed the story time.
Yes.
Join us next time when we jump out of an airplane. We are closing the vlog down from down here in the, what would you call this? Not the swag store.
This is Bingham headquarters.
TIHWB HQ.
10 square feet of the house.
One of the most beautiful spots we have in the house though. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this. It's gorgeous. Because I've got to get editing because we've got some fun plans for the morning. So
sleep,
the vlogs, yeah, because we are going out a little bit earlier in the day tomorrow. We've told you we've got something fun coming up. Well guys, tomorrow we are going to eat brunch in a snow globe.
At the Alpenglobes up in Midway. We've heard really
That's a legit thing. We're in a snow globe to eat.
It was
what
actually
does that
on
look
the
like?
news because I was telling my mom and she's like, oh my gosh, I saw it on the news. They ordered extra because it was going over so well.
You have got to get reservations so far in advance because it's limited seating because you get your own globe.
You get your own little pod.
It's so cool. You've got to come back and see it. Tons of fun today. Great time with Maddie. Mom handled like a champ having all those kids over here. Pure chaos and pandemonium. Mom kicking off the weekend right, you guys, and we're going to have a ton of fun with you all weekend. So come back, subscribe, smash the like. We love you.
We'll see you all tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Margaritas. Okay, so form a circle and I'm not talking to you, Suri. Never mind.